republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I believe we have a quorum for this meeting. Mr. Campbell? Mr. Campbell, do we have a quorum for this meeting? Yes. All right. We will declare a quorum for this meeting. And now have the minutes of the business meeting of 2014. We need to adopt those. Those are in your packets. Do I hear a motion for adoption of the minutes in November 11th, 2014 meeting? The minutes have been moved by Mr. Hutchins. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded. Thank you very much. Any discussion? Seeing and hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Are there any opposed? Any abstentions? That motion carries. It was just a year ago that I gave my acceptance speech. I said at the time that it was my hope that we could work together on the issues that unite us and examine the challenges that might divide us. I stated that when we are together, rural, urban, suburban, we are at our strongest, and together we can ensure that our counties, our constituents, and our Commonwealth move forward. During the past year, I believe we have come together, united in our pursuit to best serve the residents of our counties. This summer, VACo conducted 7 legislative regional meetings that spanned 8 of our regions. These meetings were well attended, and you told us what was important in your county and what we as VACo should discuss as we shape the 2016 legislative program. We, together, determined that education funding should be VACo's #1 priority this upcoming session. That priority was developed because many of you shared your stories of how you have had to deal with shrinking education budgets as well as a depleted, skilled workforce. And that has been similar across every county in the Commonwealth. We heard, and you can bet that come November, we will require all hands to be on deck to successfully advocate for more education funding. Funding that has declined significantly and has cost localities more than $1.7 billion per biennium statewide since FY 2009. We came together this year at County Government Day in the winter and the County Officials Summit in the summer. These events brought together the knowledge, opinions, and experiences of hundreds of elected officials. We talked to each other. We talked with each other. We didn't talk past each other. We shared our successes and our challenges. Most importantly, we participated in the process. Our steering committee meetings have been better attended. Our Achievement Awards program received a record 92 entries. And our communications statistics, and we do keep track of these, show that you are reading the latest news and reports from VACo. And here we are today at one of our best attended annual conferences yet. We have had counties here this time that we haven't attended in the past. And what does all this mean? It means we are getting stronger and growing as an association. And we are working to put VACo on a path for the next decade with the strategic plan, with the compensation studies that we put into practice, with service to members and participation by members. I'm excited to see what our new president, Judy Little, will do during her term, and I know she will serve VACo well. In closing, I would like to thank the executive committee. We have had a wonderful year working together on a lot of issues that have come forward. I want to thank the VACo board for their support, for our incredible staff, and all of our members who have made this a successful year. I'd also like to thank my husband, Hal, for putting up with me. His question used to be, what's for dinner? Now his question is, where are you going this time? Also, in closing, I would like to ask David Hutchins to come up here and join me at the podium. David and I have gotten to know each other over the last 2 or 3 or 4 years, but really got to know each other very well this year. And David as president-elect and I as president took on a lot of challenges. I can remember conversations that we had in Charlotte at the NACO conference. Long phone calls, even though cell service is sometimes a little spotty for David down in Carroll County. But we did an awful lot of good work together. And I was looking forward to handing the gavel to David today. We all take risks when we put our name on the line for a ballot. And unfortunately, that risk was one that did not turn out well for David. And he was not successful on Tuesday in his reelection. So we are going to lose him from the executive committee and from the VACo board. And David, I just wanted to say, thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. I think we all need to give David Hutchins a big round of applause. And now we will go to the agenda items that are on your agenda. I would like to take this moment to remind you that we are going to be discussing our legislative program. If you do not have a copy of the legislative program, both this program and the goldenrod colors, if you don't have a copy and you would like to have one, please raise your hand and staff will bring one to you. We're full-service staff here. Next item on our agenda is the financial report. Donald Hart.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. As your Secretary-Treasurer, I'd just like to first say a few words before we go to the audit. Number one, on behalf of Vicki, who is a wonder and a gem and one of the most fantastic things since sliced bread, she works very, very hard along with staff. Also, the Budget Committee, I want to give them some kudos too. The Budget Committee is very fantastic. They work very hard, and we try our best to spend your money properly, to invest the money of this organization properly, to have conservative principles, to spend carefully and to invest carefully, just to protect VACo and its finances. So I want you to know that. But there are 4 members on the committee with myself: Bob Thomas from Stafford, Janine Burns from Matthews, David Hutchins from Carroll, and Jim Sneed from Pennsylvania. Those people work very, very hard, along with Vicki and the staff, to make sure that VACo's finances are top-notch. We are losing 3 of our 5 this year, and it pains me, but Jim Sneed from Pennsylvania is not going to be with us anymore. David Hutchins from Carroll will not, and Janine Burns from Matthews will not. And so we're hoping that some good people from out there in your seats will come forward with good business sense that can come forward and help and put their name in the pot to come work with the Budget Committee to keep VACo on solid ground. Also, I'd like to report to you, we had a very good audit, very positive audit, very few questions. All the questions that were brought up have already been taken care of. I'm going to introduce her in a minute, but I want to plug that a little bit because I'm very proud that for many years now we've had a very positive audit and the books are clean. And I'm very proud of that, and the Budget Committee, I hope and I believe, is very proud of that, and I know Vicki's very proud of that. I'd like to now introduce to you Ann Wall from Robinson, Farmer, and Cox, who will give you an official report of our audit. Ms. Hall, if you come forward, Ms. Wall, if you come forward, please. And thank you for being here.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to be here today to report to you on the association's financial audit for the year ending June 30th, 2015. The association, or your association, received an unmodified or clean opinion on its consolidated financial statements in accordance with financial statement presentation in accordance with generally accepted accounting principles. They're consolidated statements because they include the operations of your association, of VACo Services, which is a wholly owned taxable subsidiary of VACo, and 1207 East Main Street LLC, which is reports the operations of the building that your association owns in downtown Richmond. I believe in your board packets that you probably received on the first day, there's probably a one-page, 3-year snapshot of the financial position and the activity of the association for the last 3 years. It's kind of good to look at comparative statements. Those numbers were excerpted from the audited financial statement numbers. I'm probably not going to go through that, but I hope you've taken an opportunity to look at those numbers. As part of the audit, we did propose a few journal entries for the 3 companies that the association reports on, and those entries have been posted to the accounting system so that the internal financial statements mirror the audited financial statements. We did issue a management letter relative to a few internal control areas which have already been addressed relative to fixed asset accounting and credit card accounting. I want to report to you that the cooperation we received from staff was commendable. The preparation for the audit was appreciated. You know, the association has a June 30th year end, and we're able to get in here and do the audit at the end of the summer, and so that's to be commended. In closing, I'd like to really report to you that over the years that I've been associated with the association's accounting, the fiscal operations under the leadership of Jim Campbell have been very well managed. He oversees the day-to-day operations, signs off on invoices, reviews bank statements, journal entries, signs checks. But he's also been responsible, along with the finance committee, for the kind of looking at the big picture financial perspective of the association. And if you were to look at that snapshot that I talked about, that one-page document, the financial position that your association finds itself in at the end of June 30, you're reporting $7 million in assets, $2.4 million in liabilities, and a net asset or fund balance of $4.6 million. That's a solid financial position to be in. That concludes my comments. I'd like to let you know that RFC appreciates the opportunity to serve as auditors for the association, and we value the professional relationships that we also have with many of the members of the association. Thank you.
Madam President,
Yes,
I
Mr.
would like to move that we accept and approve the audit report.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded, moved and seconded to accept the audit and financial reports. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? That motion carries. Thank you. A very important part of our staff work revolves around the general counsel. Phyllis Rico has been general counsel for VACo for a number of years. She has been doing an excellent job giving both gentle guidance when needed and a little harder advice when we need that too. And so I would like to ask Phyllis Rico to come to the podium and give the general counsel's report.
Thank you, Madam President. It's been a busy year, but a good year in the legal arena. This year I've continued to focus on acting as a resource on legal issues to our member counties through their elected officials, appointed officials, and their county attorneys. I work closely with county attorneys as an active member of the Local Government Attorneys Association of Virginia, and I was invited as a representative of VACo to be a featured speaker at their spring conference this past April in Reston, speaking on matters of legislative concern to localities. As in past years, we received several requests for participation in cases of interest to counties. VACo was asked to file amicus briefs this past year in cases involving issues such as proffers, unified utility systems, electric utility placement, land use, and business professional and occupational license tax. These cases were filed and heard in the Fourth Circuit and in the Virginia Supreme Court. and all of these cases involved issues of great concern to localities. We continue to offer several publications as resources to localities, including the County Supervisor's Manual and the Board Meeting Procedural Booklet. In addition, we've continued to provide a number of key educational seminars on a variety of topics to assist our elected and appointed officials to better serve their communities. This concludes my report, Madam President.
Thank you, Phyllis. Jim Campbell has been Executive Director of VACo for now 25 years, and he is always available for guidance of the board and the executive committee and all the activities of VACo and its various affiliations. I would like to ask Jim Campbell to come to the podium to give his executive director's report.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. It's a pleasure to be here again today. Following Jeff Shapiro's analysis of the statewide election results last Tuesday, I'm going to share with you a little bit about the local county election results that I try to provide to you each time we have elections. Last Tuesday, there were 408 seats on the Board of Supervisors up for election. 300 incumbents were running for re-election. 53 of the incumbents lost their elections. Several of them on the executive committee or board of directors. That's 18%. Obviously, if there were 108 new seats, therefore, the combination there is 161 new supervisors were elected on Tuesday. New faces that we will have to get involved in the county governments across the state and also the association. So that's amazing. Just as a way of pointing out, the discussion was on partisan politics then. Of the supervisors elected across the state, 71 are Democrats, 140 ran as Republicans, and 197 ran as independents. That's pretty consistent with what we have seen the last 4 or 5 elections, actually. Now, this is a particular interest. Every vote counts, folks. Every vote counts. We had one supervisor race in Greensville County, was decided by 2 votes. 2 votes. And there happened to be 2 write-ins on that same ballot there, so you've got to run about that. Cumberland County and Roanoke County had elections decided by 3 votes. 3 votes. And Southampton County had one election decided by 4 votes. Every vote counts. Really interesting fact here, let's go to the meals tax referendum. This year only one county, Appomattox County, put the meals tax referendum on their ballot. Once again, it lost. Several bond issues were done, about 5 bond issues across the state. All of them were voted on favorably. Now this is a particularly interesting one. 3 counties, Amherst, Appomattox, and Cumberland, seems to be all clustered in the same part of the state there. They're all contiguous with one another. They elected a supervisor by write-in. So write-in candidates do work. Write-in candidates do work. Now, an aside on that, why do they have a write-in candidate? Because nobody was on the ballot. So we got to do some more recruiting in there for future elections there. So. But these statistics, 39% new faces, 39% new faces across the state. That's pretty consistent with what we do every year. It's generally right in the 40, 41, 42% change every year. So, No need for term limits. I think the citizens take care of that on their own. A few statistics about this year's conference, which has been a highly successful conference. I've heard a lot of favorable comments from about the workshops that we've had throughout the day. This is one of the highest attended conferences that we have had in the last decade. So I'm really pleased with that. I guess that reflects the fact that maybe the recession is easing just a little bit. Budgets are easing ever so slightly, and you feel like you can afford to come and get educated through our annual conference, which is a great deal. Almost 900 people registered for the conference. 91 counties were here, only 4 were not. One of them is not even a member of our association. Exhibit booth was sold out with 107. We had great corporate sponsorship. The banquet was well attended. The golf tournament, although it was raining on Saturday morning, went off with over 30 golfers in there. And I think it's pretty exciting to say that the golfers bought mulligans to go through their course there. And we got donations of almost $200 that's going to go to the Bath County Animal Welfare Society for the novices. Obviously, a conference like this is not a one-man show. We have a terrific staff at VACo. Amy Veely, this was her first conference that she really had mastered over control of, and Amy, you did an outstanding job. The rest of the staff, whom I should know all their names, but I usually leave one off, has done a commendable job of working together all year, preparing for this conference, and I think all of them did a great job, not only for this conference, but they have done so throughout the entire year, helping you as county supervisors serve your citizens. Let me remind a few things that were left in the package here, and I go through this every year, and every year people don't seem to remember all the things. You have some applications in your package that you got when you first registered there. If you are interested in serving on the steering committee, if you have any interest whatsoever on a steering committee, submit one of these forms by December 15th. Even if you have been serving in the past for a number of years, we would like one of these forms turned in, so you can be considered to be appointed to a steering committee. January 8th through the 10th, we have a special forum for supervisors, really designed for new supervisors who were recently elected, and we have 108 of those. Excuse me, we have more than that. We have 260 of those, I believe. So, but also veteran supervisors attend as well to get a refresher course on some of the issues that we are facing. So please take this back home, get this turned in, and attend our new supervisors conference. We urge everybody to come to Richmond for County Government Day on the Goldenrod piece here. County Government Day is a one-day event where we come to Richmond on February the 11th, and get briefed on what's going on with the legislature, and then ask you to go up on the Hill and lobby. And it's been a very, very effective tool that we have used in the past. We typically have well over 200 county officials attend, and we look forward to working with you there. Just the night before the legislative day, we host our annual Rural Caucus reception and dinner. For those folks that identify themselves as rural counties, we encourage you to go ahead and sign up for that. The Chairpersons Institute for the new chairs and vice chairs is scheduled for February 12th through 12th and 13th. A little bit shorter period this time, so we're trying to respect your time and provide as much information to you as we possibly can. So we encourage you to do all of these things, and that's why they're in the packet. Now, Amy would shoot me if I didn't remind you, evaluation forms. This is how we make improvements to our conference each year. We take these things very, very seriously, and we hope that all of you will do it on here, or there's an app for that. All of you should have downloaded the app to get through there, and you can use that as your evaluation tool. So I look forward to getting all these good things. Finally, let me say that 25 years ago, I stood before this group excited to accept the challenge of becoming the executive director of VACo. A new strategic plan for the organization had just been adopted, and change was definitely in the air or of the day. You know, we've worked for 25 years now, and we have conducted a number of changes to the association, which I'm very, very proud of. And I'd like to just cite a couple of these changes that we have occurred in the last 2.5 decades. First of all, advocacy, which I think many of you see as one of our primary functions there, has been extremely effective. We don't win every battle every year, but we have built a team that is really one of the finest lobbying teams in Virginia to help you get your legislation through that it will impact favorably on county governments. A great achievement. We have also stayed at the cutting edge of technology and communications. When we first started back in 1990, you know, we struggled to have some counties keep their fax machine turned on overnight so we could broadcast to them important information to keep doing that. We have tried to stay ahead, thanks to John Candace's efforts, of our technology and communications and computer systems, and we remain on the cutting edge of communications, hopefully helping you respond. Now we're using social media, we're using text messages, we're using all of these efforts now to surge ahead and stay ahead of the game. So I'm really very proud of the way we have kept up with technology. One of the biggest things that we accomplished 5 years ago was the purchase and rehabilitation of our own building in downtown Richmond. I'm very, very proud of that LEED qualified, LEED certified building that is now our headquarters. We got a couple of years several years more to pay the mortgage off on that thing, but now we have a permanent home for the association just a block from the Capitol, which I think is a very, very beneficial situation. We have worked over the years to develop lots of non-dues revenue programs. You know, one of the biggest ones is obviously our VACo insurance program. That has grown over the years to a $65 million a year premium insurance company, saving you folks hundreds of thousands of dollars. Very, very proud of that situation. More recently, last year, as a matter of fact, we created the Virginia Investment Pool. Again, to help you save money, or in this case, actually earn money on your reserved dollars. That has now grown. By the end of this year, that will have $300 million of county funds in it to invest. And I can assure you, our record so far, the earnings on those dollars are 4 to 5 times what you would get from your normal bank and CDs. So if you have not taken advantage of the Virginia Investment Pool, please take a look at that. You as supervisors have to adopt an ordinance to join the trust, and then your treasurer is encouraged to invest some of the funds, some of his reserve funds through that, and earn certainly more than you've been getting in the bank there. So those are two major ones that we have done at the local level. We also have identified a number of VACo programs that are highly beneficial, and they're designed to help you serve your citizens in a more economical and save your citizens lots of dollars. I am proud of, as Ann Wall just reported, that our financial condition is good. We, over the years, have grown from an asset base of barely $750,000 to now over $7 million. And I think that's makes VACo in an extremely strong financial position. We have created also a first-class education program. The supervisor certification program that many of you have already participated in has been very, very popular. We try to provide the education, as we're doing in early January, to the new supervisors to help them understand what their responsibilities and duties are. We are very proud of the fact that many of you are taking advantage of these educational opportunities, and we keep growing them at your suggestions there. So, over the years, we have established a very strong and frankly, I think the best foundation for an association that can continue to grow and improve its work for you in the future. So, yes, the rumors are true. On Sunday, I announced to the VACo Board of Directors my intention to retire in June of next year. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve you. It has been a long, dedicated time. I'm proud of what we have accomplished so far. I think I am leaving the association in a very, very strong position. I appreciate the opportunity to serve you. I thank you for your support that you have given us over the years. And I look forward to helping with a smooth transition into the next fiscal year. I thank you very much.
You know, Jim, as you were talking about the number of new supervisors, I'm thinking that we do the supervisor education program, and I'm wondering if maybe if we did that education program before they decided to run for election, whether it would change their minds about what we do and what they're getting into. Might want to consider having a pre-education piece. We now are at committee reports. The Credentials Committee has been meeting. Cassandra Stish from Buckingham County is the chairman of our Credentials Committee. Cassandra?
Good morning, Madam President. I'm pleased to report that 94 counties have paid their dues and are eligible to vote this year. The Credentials Committee met yesterday afternoon and determined that 93 counties are properly credentialed to cast a vote of totaling 168 votes out of a possible 169 votes in today's meeting. On behalf of the Credentials Committee, which included Mr. Randolph Jefferson from Iowa White and Ms. Laura Sellers from Stafford County, we appreciate the opportunity to serve.
Thank you. Thank you. May I have a motion to accept the Credentials Committee report?
So moved.
Been moved in a second. I thought I heard a second. Any questions? Any discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? That motion carries. Thank you. The Resolutions Committee is chaired traditionally by the First Vice President. Judy Little will be making the report. Judy?
Thank you, Madam President. The Resolution Committee met on yesterday at 7:15. The steering committee chairpersons were present along with staff, and it is our report that the 2016 VACo legislative program be approved with the amendments that are in the goldenrod color. I don't know if you have seen this, but these are the amendments to your VACo preliminary 2016 legislative program.
Thank you, Judy. Are there any other committee reports to be given? If not, we will move on to the adoption of the legislative program. You did hear the report of the Resolutions Committee, and we do have the 2016 legislative program before us. Is there a motion to approve the legislative program?
Move.
It's been moved and seconded. Now, is there discussion on the legislative program? Yes, sir, Mr. Paxton.
Madam President, I have a offer of an amendment to the program. It's on page 12. It's a technical amendment under the finance section. If you look at lines 421 and 422, we've got a little bit of an inconsistency in our statement there. We want to clarify that so that it would remove the words after and in the line 421, return loader to a state program, period, in the absence of this action, the state should. Those words would be removed so that it says now, VACo calls on the General Assembly to fully fund the Line of Duty Act LOTA obligations and adopt the recommendations proposed by JLARC to improve the administration of the Act in order to ensure the long-term fiscal stability of the program. This is consistent with what we talked about in the committee and follows the actions that Delegate Jones in the bill that he is sponsoring that will clarify this on our behalf.
Thank you very much. Is this a friendly amendment to the maker's motion? Yes? All right, then we will not have to take a vote on that particular proposal. It is a friendly amendment. Are there any other amendments to the legislative program? Seeing and hearing none, all those in favor of adopting the 2016 legislative program, please say aye.
Aye.
Are there any in opposition? Any abstentions? That motion carries. Thank you for making the legislative adoption easy for me today. It's not always been that way. We will now ask Steve Bowman, who is the chair of the nominating committee, for the nominating committee report. Steve?
Thank you. First thing we need to do is, when you fill out the evaluation forms, make sure you tell them we need a wider stage. I feel like one of these person can fall off here. Before we get started, I would like to recognize the members of the nominating committee. If you would please stand or raise your hand. If you would. All right, thank you. I'm doing that for two reasons, so you know who they are and so you can jump on them in the parking lot if you want to. Before I get started again, Madam President, my wife is an educator and she pains her when I don't use proper English. But sometimes a country boy from Nottoway just got to say it like it is. For someone from Fairfax County, you ain't so bad. With that said, Madam President, the nominating committee met yesterday afternoon to develop a slate of officers to serve on our association in 2016. We considered a number of excellent candidates during our deliberations. Madam President, we are pleased to present the following slate of officers to serve VACo in 2016. President Judy Little, Surrey County. President-elect Mary Biggs, Montgomery County. First Vice President Bill Robertson, Prince George County. Second Vice President, Sharon Alsop, King and Queen County. Secretary-Treasurer, Donald Hart, Accomack County. Immediate past President, Penny Gross, Fairfax County. In addition, the regional caucuses met Sunday afternoon to elect directors to serve a 2-year term on the VACo Board of Directors, and those selected include, I think this would be a great opportunity for you to stand so everybody will know who you are and who their representatives in their region is. So when I call your name, if you're here, please stand. Region 2, Jack Miller, Middlesex County. Region 3, James Holland, Chesterfield County. Region 3, Wayne Hazard, Hanover County. Region 4, Nancy Caldwell, Charlotte County. Region 5, Ann Mollick, Albemarle County. Region 6, Barbara Bird, Clark County. Region 7, Stephanie Corrin, Louisa County. Madam President, if there's no further discussion, I put the names. Oh. Hey, gosh. You know, one thing about Jim Campbell, he knows how to save paper, don't he? He just puts it on up there. Thank you. We'll remember that, Jim. Thank you. Region 7, Robert Thomas, Stafford County. Region 8, vacant. 3 vacants in Region 8. Region 8, Maureen Cadigan, Prince William County. Region 8, John Jenkins, Prince William County. Region 8, Jeffrey McKay, Fairfax County. Region 8, Linda Smith, Fairfax County. Region 9, William Kiger, Rockingham County. Region 10, Sarah Carter, Appomattox County. Region 13, Larry Mosley, Lee County. Past presidents, Catherine Hudgens, Fairfax County, and Harrison Moody, Dinwiddie County. Madam President, that is the report. And if there's no further discussion, I would put that on the floor for a motion.
Thank you. We have a motion to approve the report of the nominating committee and elect the slate of officers, including regional directors, that were just described to you. Is there a second to that motion? I have a second over here. Is there any discussion? Are there any nominations from the floor? Could I have a motion to close the nominations from the floor? Thank you. And there is a second? Second. All those in favor of closing the nominations, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries. And now, all those in favor of the motion to elect the new slate of officers and regional directors, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? And no one who has been nominated may abstain. That motion carries. Congratulations to our new officers and directors. And now we need to install our new officers and directors, and so there is some logistical stuff that has to go on. If you're not an officer or director, please remain in your seats because we're not finished, but we do need to install the new officers. I believe everyone needs to come down in front of the podium. So if you're a new or returning director, please come up.
Everyone ready? I will now administer the oath of office. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear. That I will support. The Constitution and the laws of the United States. The Constitution and the laws of the Commonwealth of Virginia. And the bylaws of the Virginia Association of Counties. And that I will faithfully and impartially. Discharge all duties incumbent upon me. As an officer or director. Of the Virginia Association of Counties. According to the best of my ability, so help me God. Congratulations.
And now, President Little, turn the gavel over to you.
Congratulations.
Get rid of the old one fast and put the new one in quickly.
Congratulations.
Good morning. This has happened so fast, so I have to catch my breath, okay? So I hope you will have some patience with me. This was really fast. When Mr. Hutchins was not re-elected, I was called and told that, guess what? You are now in the position to be president. Now, I love David. David and I have worked together all through these years, and so that is sad for me. And so then the next question has been, are you ready? Well, yes, I am ready. And I can say that the reason that I am ready is because God is the purpose of my life. And with God, when you put him first, you can do all things. That's my favorite scripture. So, I will be needing all the help I can get. So, please, if you have anything, any advice, any encouragements, whatever, I have a listening ear. And my past president, she knows that I depend on her so very much. This is a lady that is so intellectually, this is wonderful. And her knowledge, I would just hope to be able to attain. And so I'm going to be talking to her and David, because David has told me that I have his phone number. Okay? And so since he and Penny had been, talking all over the months before now, I know that he has a lot of knowledge that I will need. And so David, don't forget, you told me I could call you. So anyway, then it is a good morning, and I have so many things that I am thankful for. And that has been the encouragement and the pushing and the keeping me on track from all the previous presidents. And I thank God for them. I thank God for my fellow supervisors. When you come here and when we meet, it is very good to be able to sit down and talk with others and to discuss the issues that are going on in our communities. And it's where you learn that, even though I'm in Surrey and Penny's in Fairfax, that the issues are the same. And so it's wonderful. I've learned so much. And I'm thankful for VACo, the staff. They are there for us, and they do a wonderful job. And Jim, even though he's retiring, he has not told me that I could have his phone number. So I don't know if he's going to be there or not, but the next person coming on board, I'm sure is going to give me his phone number. I want to thank my husband, James Little. James, would you stand, please? He is a rock. He is my everything. He's always with me. He doesn't send me off by myself. He's there to support me in whatever way that a husband can support a VACo spouse. And so, James, I love you and thank you. I have two daughters, one named Andrea and one named Darnette. And they have always been encouraging. I have one daughter that has attended one of my board members over the 15 years. The other one has not attended one yet, but she promises. So perhaps maybe she'll get to come to VACo and the Homestead next year when I'll be passing the gravel on to the new president. Last week, I won this election, and it's been thinking back over the years that I have been here. it's been quite a journey. And I think all of us can say that you come on board with being elected. In my community, I felt like they were meeting twice a month at the time, and I said, okay, I can handle this. Twice a month meetings, great. I can put this into my schedule. Well, as we all know, it becomes a lot more than twice a month meetings. So anyway, it was quite an eye-opener, but I love it. I love people. I love service, and it's been a pleasure to serve both my community and to work with the VACo groups on the different issues that we have been working with. Now, for this year, what are we really looking to do? What am I looking to do as president is to hopefully push the General Assembly to fund K through 12. So in here would do what we need to do. We all have different legislators, okay? So during this year, let's make a promise that we're going to contact them and tell them that now is the time to fund K through 12. So let's do that. Let's make this happen. There are a lot of other issues that we need to work on, and we will. But this is our one that we want to be able to say at the end of the year is what? Behind us and not in front of us, and that we will be fully funding K through 12. So we solicit your help in that arena. In closing, I know that with your help and with my faith in God, we will succeed as an association. My faith in God, as I've said before, enables me to serve with respect and honor, and that's what I plan to do for you. That's what I endeavor to do all through the next year and beyond if I'm still involved. It is an honor to lead the association as president. It's not a position I felt that I would reach or become. It wasn't in my future plans, but it happened, and here I am. I can't express adequately how truly excited I am, and I hope you can see the excitement. I'm really do the best. I love each one of you. I've enjoyed working with you, and I will continue to enjoy working with you. And those new members, we're here, all of us, for you, to help you out with anything you need and give you a boost along the way. Whatever knowledge you are seeking, we can certainly, and the VACo staff will be there for you also. So thank you. At this time, we're going to do our Go Green Awards. So now it's my pleasure, staff, to recognize the Go Green winners for 2015. I'm fine, and how are you? Okay, I'm to announce the winners, and I think I have that here in my list. First, we have Albemarle County. Would you come forward, please? And we hope these awards will encourage other communities to go for the awards. Do things that will, in your communities, that will Go Green initiative. Arlington County. Thank you. Chesterfield County. And VACo County. James City County. Last but not least, we have Louisa County. Let's give them thank you all. Again, we want to encourage everyone to go green. At this time, Penny, would you come forward, please? Now, let's get Penny, well, we have Penny here. Your name has been engraved on the plaque of presidents. What an honor. Congratulations. And this is the plaque with her, where her name will go. All right. Beautiful.
Very nice.
All right, and next we'd like for you to accept this gravel. It says Penelope A. Penny Gross, VACo President 2014 through 2015. And that's a beautiful plaque. Enjoy, put it on your wall or wherever your choice is. And it's your legacy, a part of your legacy, because I know you have all of us more. We also would like to present you with another gift, Penny. But we decided to do something different this year for a presidential gift. In lieu of a tangible gift to you, our current president, for your leadership and dedication to the counties, VACo is establishing a leadership education fund. And this fund will be, and that is because of your assistance and your leadership in working with others who are in the arena of leadership. And they may not be able to afford to take some of the classes that are available. So the funds will be used for educating those who don't have the funds to take the classes that are given here by the VACo and the staff. So Penny, that's fun. And Penny, she loves that, she loves giving, and I know that this is something that she probably said, this is what she would want to happen, instead of her carrying home a tangible gift. So Penny, we appreciate you for your leadership in this area, and we're going to continue your efforts by establishing this fund. Now, I know everybody's ready to head home because it's been a long 3 days, and we want to get on the road before it gets dark. Some of us have a good ways to go. But at this time, this is a part of the business meeting that everybody loves if you put your name in the box. So at this time, we will have the drawing so that we can give away some prizes. Are you looking forward to prizes? Okay.
Okay, the first door prize is contributed by Atlantic Geotechnical Services. It is a $50 Cracker Barrel gift card. And it goes to, and you gotta be present to win. Gotta be present to win. Oh, I better make this disclaimer as well. If you win anything, or if anybody in your household wins anything, you have to, due to the new ethics laws that apply to all of us, you have to declare it on your conflict of interest form later on. So if you win anything of value, and we've got the values attached to it as possible. So the $50 Cracker Barrel gift card goes to Alicia Lee from Dinwiddie County. Is Alicia here? Oh, that's too bad. I guess we'll go to me then. How about Wayne Jesse from Middlesex? Yes, Wayne? Congratulations, Wayne. Actually, we have a second Cracker Barrel gift card from Atlantic Electric, and that, you guys keep Middlesex out now. Jack Miller.
Yes, sir!
Is he here? Is Jack Miller here?
Sir?
Jack, with your new heart, no biscuits and gravy.
I don't even have a cracker barrel less than 60 miles away from this room. Thank y'all so much.
You passed two of them on the way home.
I know I do.
That was your new heart. A golf umbrella. Southeast RCAP has got a golf umbrella. You might need it today to get to your car. Dallas Jones from Southampton County. Is Dallas here? Is Dallas here? Going once? Going twice? Next? Sorry, Dallas. How about Steve Wilkerson? Yeah, Wilkerson from Bedford County. Steve? Steve here? All right. Gilbert Smith has gone home. Sorry. You know, it pays to stay, doesn't it? Wayne Akers, does it? Yeah, that's right. So, how about Howard Simpson? Is Howard Simpson still here? Howard, congratulations, you got an umbrella. Keep you dry. Okay, this is contributed by our association. $50 worth of lottery tickets, so it could parlay into $100,000 or more. So I think that's mine as well. Richard Kazin, Warren County. Richard? No? Sorry, Richard. James Campbell. Wayne Akers. Wayne Akers, Caroline County. Okay, this is a gift basket contributed by RK&K, one of our exhibitors. We thank them very much. It goes to, now we've got Calvin Taylor from Caroline County. Calvin, come on up and get it. You know, Calvin, maybe you can trade Wayne for the lottery ticket.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Another gift basket from Bowman goes to, if they're here, Charlie Cully from Caroline County. All right. Now, in the past, we have given $150 worth of silver dollars away. But unfortunately, the banks don't keep those anymore. You've got to order them 3 weeks in advance. And we missed the deadline. So instead, we have broken it down to 3 gifts of $50 bills each. So that'll at least get you a tank of gas here. The first one goes to Bill Robertson, our newly elected first vice president. The second $50 bill goes to Otto Williams. It pays, wait a minute. Otto was sitting right over here a few minutes ago. There he is. All right. Thanks for staying with us, Otto. A third $50 bill goes to Brenda Bowman, Pennsylvania County. Okay, next is a laptop accessory bag contributed by SHI Corporation. Goes to Conrad Helsley from Shenandoah County. Conrad must have hit the road. Sorry about that, Conrad. Can't protect your computer now. How about Lutherine Jefferson from Isle of Wight? All right. I saw somebody in Jefferson. Yeah, is Rudolph here? Rudy? Come on, you can get it. All right. She worked hard for you, Rudy. Yeah, I'm sure you talked to all the exhibitors as well, didn't you? Absolutely. How about 3 walkie-talkies from Motorola? Carolyn Bragg from Augusta County. Carolyn, there you go. Congratulations. For a laptop computer in a bag, I don't know who contributed, but it goes anyway to Brenda Bonner from Dinwiddie County. She is here. She is here. Nice try, Harrison. Nice try, Harrison. You're trying to get it. All right, now we're getting a little bit more exciting here. A $100 gift card, which meets the maximum that you can receive from Snyder Electric. And this goes to another new officer, Sharon Alsop. Sharon, congratulations. A $50 gift card from Cost Control Associates. $50 gift card goes to Ed Pennington from Lindenburg County. All right, Ed, congratulations, sir. Now, this last one is a $200. Now, that exceeds our normal limits, but this is not going to an individual. You are asked, if you win this, to give this to your local library foundation. Contributed by BCWH, who does library architecture in the state here, and they are prepared to make a $200 contribution to your library foundation, and that would go to Randy Johnson from Bland County. Randy? Then it will then go to Helen Simmons from Nottaway County. All right. All right. Yes. That concludes our door process, Madam Chair.
Now, this completes our business session. We need a motion. Need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. All in favor? Aye.